All right. Is it Mark and Karen, or is it just
No.
Karen?
I thought we were honoring Karen.
We have to talk about Karen, of course.
No, there is no Mark without Karen.
So we're honoring both of them.
No, we are honoring Karen.
No, I live in fear of Karen, but I think the honoree is Mark.
All right.
I was told to talk about Mark.
We should have been honoring Karen, guys.
Is it too late?
I don't know. I think the deal's done.
Okay.
Empathy and inspiring worship is another way we achieve excellence.
Because it's not just about what we achieved yesterday, it's about
what we will achieve tomorrow.
Each of us can choose to step in, step up,
and elevate Jewish traditions.
Our mission continues to be centered around 3 core pillars.
Prayer, bet tefillah, learning, bet midrash,
and community, bet Knesset.
My message to the incoming officers
was to make sure they appreciated
that they are about to become an instrumental part
of the glorious history and future of our institution.
Your responsibility
was to lay the foundation for the generations to come. The job of our lay leaders is to ensure that our institution continues to thrive, not just for the next 4 years, for another 140.
I'm a proud Jew, deeply rooted in Jewish values,
who has a strong sense of faith, and who believes in, loves, and craves Jewish tradition.
Who do you think Marc Becker is?
Wait, you know his name, but you don't know him? Is Marc Becker the rabbi? Is Mark the person who walks on the floor? What is his job? I think he cleans the center. Whoever it is, he's doing a great job.
I think Marc Becker's brand of leadership is inspired and inspiring. To be in his presence is to be in a person who holds a room and leads a people.
I think what is so special about Marc is the way that he always combined his incredible leadership with being a very humble person.
Marc is a force of nature, but he also is really there for you as a friend and cares deeply.
Marc pushes me to be better. Better at work, better with my family, with my wife, with my kids, better in my religious life, in philanthropy.
He is the person you want in your corner when things get rough or tough. And his ability to not only care, but know when to care. It just makes him a spectacular person, a spectacular leader.
Marc called the last group of officers the Infatigable 8. And before that, Art Penn called them the Dream Team. But honestly, Marc was the infatigable Marc. And he was the dream team of leaders.
When you see his name pop up on the phone, you just know that you're saying yes to whatever question he's asking.
Hence the reason we're both sitting here
yes, today. And we blame you, Marc, but we love you.
Marc brings light to a room when he walks in it, and I think he brings light to the synagogue.
Kindness is a pretty basic word, but he really does embody it. From getting to know everybody by name, their families, what they care about, and checking in on them, handwritten notes. Marc really embodies a mensch.
Marc is a mensch.
Marc is a mensch.
Marc's a special mensch.
He's just a great mensch.
Marc Becker is the mensch in the trench.
He's gone from a mensch on the bima to a mensch on the bench.
The definition of being a mensch is never just to think about yourself, but to also give of yourself to help make our people stronger.
Like, he radiates positivity every day. I think there are very few people in this world that think about other people as much as Marc Becker does.
You know, he will literally do anything for anyone.
I think the biggest word that describes Marc is love. He has enormous love for his family, for his friends, for life, for his community, for Judaism. Marc is filled with love and positivity.
Almost 3 decades ago, on that lonely Kol Nidre night in Berlin, there were 2 paths for me to follow. And after almost 9 years as an officer, and now my final as your chairman, I've chosen to passionately embrace Judaism and honored to have led.
A leader is special. A leader inspires us. A leader is a teacher.
In my eyes, a perfect leader takes action, but is also a really good community member. They're also a good friend and know how to take charge, but also represent as a person.
It's a person who inspires another person
and takes in other people's ideas and helps them.
As I said during my culinary address this past year, the story of Matovu is about turning a curse into a blessing, and how PS during COVID found opportunity in the catastrophe.
I think Marc took the chairmanship at a time that no one could have predicted.
I mean, it's an extraordinary achievement when you think about it, right? Finishing a building, celebrating our re-entry, 3 months later, we're out of it for the next 3 years, and somehow the community remains cohesive. Somehow the community just doesn't miss a beat, and that's leadership.
This is a Winston Churchill quote. When you're going through hell, keep going. And that's what Marc Becker really inspired us to do during a very challenging time period.
Marc was able to organize our staff, to organize our administration, to support everyone to help facilitate the growth of our community.
He didn't do what he did for Park Avenue Synagogue for himself. He did it because of his love of the Jewish people, our Jewish people, right here inside Park Avenue Synagogue.
One of Marc's favorite books that he often gives people is Adam Grant's Give and Take. And when you give, and you give freely, you ultimately get back in ways that you couldn't have imagined. Many people said, I can't imagine that you had time for this. But Marc made time for things that were important to him, to give back and have an impact. And I think for all the people who Marc touched at Park Avenue to go out and make a difference is really powerful.
Marc's Menschlichkeit, kindness, presence, and generosity really radiate. It changed our community from top to bottom. Everybody started behaving like Marc.
We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, but it is so important to Marc that it's about the future generation of leaders of Park Avenue Synagogue. Just look around tonight at this amazing event. It's a testament to the future of Park Avenue Synagogue.
Marc, all of the kids at Park Avenue Synagogue, thank you. Job well done.
Marc, thank you so much for all you've done for us. I love this school and I love this synagogue because it's caring and I like to touch the Torah with 2 fingers. I love Park Avenue Synagogue because I love my teachers. Hi, Marc. I want to thank you for the whole synagogue.
Thank you and congratulations for all your accomplishments, but most importantly for being who you are.
We've been blessed, all of us, with the opportunity just to get to know you as a human being and to call you a friend.
I love you, the Cosgroves love you, the entire community loves you. We love Marc Becker.
You have always shown me kindness and respect, and I think of you as a brave and wonderful man.
Everyone at the synagogue feels lucky to have you as a member and as a leader.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Mom!
I'm so grateful for the light that Marc has provided and the guidance. And Marc, congratulations for all that you have done.
You are a mensch, you are a friend, although I am reconsidering the friend part after you convinced me to be chairman.
Your parents would be so proud of you. And they, of course, loved watching you lead Park Avenue Synagogue. Mazel tov.
Congratulations, Marc. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marc. We love Park Avenue Synagogue.
Thank you so much for everything you have done for us, for your generosity, for your contribution to this community, for your time, for your presence, for your love, for your advice, for becoming our best friend. Thank you, Marc, and Mazel Tov.
I love you, but it is incredibly frustrating to work with you. Because when we disagree on things, I've realized that you are always the one who's right. And it has made me discover that I am not perfect and I am not always right.
That must be tough for you, huh?
Very difficult.
Congrats, Dad.
I love you more than anything.
Congrats, Phil. You deserve it so much. I love you.
Congrats, Dad. No one deserves to be celebrated more than you do. I love you with my whole heart.
Mark has been the most impactful mentor person in my life other than my parents. And I'm just so thankful to him.
Mark Evan, while I know you didn't want tonight to be about you because it's always about the community, we have to celebrate you just a little because you are very worthy of being celebrated, an extraordinary human, an extraordinary mensch, and someone we all love so, so much, as we say in the Becker household, with all our heart and all our soul, always and forever. Love you, Mark.
Mazel tov, Mark!
Mazel tov, Mark. We love you.
Mazel tov, Mark.
All right, I'm just saying it should have been Karen.
Yeah, should have been Karen.
I could use clear, you know?
I love it. I love it.
So Mark says he wants to keep this low key because it's not about him. As always, it's all about the community. I'm not sure he's doing a very good job.
Karen, come here for a sec.
Hey, honey.
What do you think? Blue 1 or blue 2? Maybe a little lighter. Hold on. How about blue 3 or blue 4?
Sweetie, with all due respect, I love you, but they're kind of all the same.
You're not helping. So many choices. This is the one. What do you think?
Help me.
Thank you. Thank you. This is about the community. Thank you.
Mark, honey, what are you doing? You're wearing your suit.
Karen, you can never be too prepared.
Why?
Maybe in Hebrew. Toda Rabah. To all of you, Toda Rabah. To the community I love so much. This evening is about you. Toda Rabah. That's a good one.
Mark, honey, what are you doing? You're wearing your suit.
Honey, please. There you go. You can never be too prepared. Do it again. Do it again. Oh my God. All right. Cut. All right, are we good?
We're good.